Line up. I'm not getting any younger.
It's Seattle's version of Hell's Kitchen. Meet the tough-as-nails expert training the chefs of tomorrow.
So what's this? You got an art gallery here?
Then ice cream that just might make you smarter.
Whoa! Oh my God, science. That's awesome.
The sweet treat that's part dessert and part chemistry class. Plus, confessions from the stars of ABC's newest legal drama.
I barely finished high school. I tried to go to college. It didn't work out for me.
Me neither.
We get personal with the cast of For the People. Seattle Refined starts now. Hey everybody, welcome to Seattle Refined. I'm Gart Swanson. We are at the beautiful Edgewater Hotel in downtown Seattle. You know, if you've ever worked in a restaurant, you know it's very hard work. When I was in college, I was the chip boy at a Mexican restaurant in San Diego, and if any table ran out of chips, I got into big trouble from the boss. Talk about stressful. But the real stress happens back in the kitchen. If you've ever watched Hell's Kitchen with Chef Gordon Ramsay, you know what I'm talking about.
Who in the right mind is going to serve that?
Ramsay's culinary skills and cutthroat attitude make for must-see TV. But we found a local chef who just might give him a run for his money.
So what's this? You got an art gallery here? Awesome. Okay, so let's see what we did here. This side of this bird grew up with that side of that bird. We don't just make a pile of birds here and put it all together. A little flatter, yeah? You want it to look right, like the last 6 you made over the last week, yeah? They gotta look consistent, otherwise we're wasting our time. You don't want to go into the mission without the right amount of product. You come up short, we look foolish.
In Chef David Wynn's kitchen, things are run with military-like precision. He oversees each and every detail here, even the uniforms.
Line up. I'm not getting any younger. Come on, there's still a lot of prep to get done. Line up along the table. Hands, shoes, socks, please. Okay, aprons, turn it around, get right. Shave, oh no. You think maybe you can find the razor a little closer and get it all trimmed up nice for me, please? Pants look great, go, get to work.
Chef Wynn starts planning the meal days earlier by sketching it.
And then after drawing it visually, I break it down as to the components and how it's gonna be executed within the room, who it's gonna go to, who's gonna start it, who's going to complete it, and how it terminates at me.
Next, his crew carefully preps the ingredients. Let's just say they're eager to please him.
About 6 ounces.
No. Did you cut the whole slab of bacon up?
Cooking for this chef can be intimidating.
Terrifying. But overall, great guy. He knows a lot, and I want to learn a lot from him.
Every day, chef.
Deep down inside, he's kind of a softie. But don't tell him I told you that.
These chefs-to-be are actually students at the Art Institute of Seattle. Chef Wynn is not just their boss, he's also their teacher.
Guys, you have your gloves, yes?
3 nights a week, they cook and serve multi-course meals at Portfolio Restaurant adjacent to their classroom. It's where the students get to put their culinary skills to the test.
Hey guys, it's 5 after 4. You gotta move. Find third gear.
As the clock ticks closer to opening time, things start heating up.
Hey, way too much laughing over there. Let's get serious here.
Once the guests start ordering, the kitchen becomes a flurry of activity.
So we understand each other?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's get on the line and let's go. We got 8 or 9 people in the dining room now. Let's move it. Okay, first course in the window.
Chef Wynn takes his job of training the chefs of tomorrow very seriously.
Why am I tough on you guys sometimes? For fun. The other part is it keeps them honest, keeps them motivated in a positive way, even though it's a lot of sardonic behavior. Sometimes they need the push, quite frankly.
He sees a delicious meal as nourishment for the body and the spirit.
What's really cool is that person or that couple or that family is going to remember that meal like we remember a song and a point in our life that song reminds us of. Food does the same thing.
As the guests savor their food,
I have the cauliflower gratin, and it tastes amazing. I like the cheesiness. Tastes really good.
Salmon, one.
it's clear Chef Wynn relishes sharing his passion for cooking.
A little more demi on there, please. All right, but look at that. That's worth working every day. That's worth spending the time I spend with these young kids here. Because if I can translate this into that, I've won. Makes me keep coming back. I love my job.
To learn more about Chef David Wynn and the Art Institute's Portfolio Restaurant, visit SeattleRefined.com. A mainstay of Seattle's quirky Ravenna neighborhood is getting a second lease on life. Cafe Racer is open for business once again. The former owners of Racer announced it was shutting down last year, but a local couple jumped in to save the neighborhood mainstay. Racer is famous for being home to Seattle's official Bad Art Museum. You can learn more about the new and improved Cafe Racer on our website. Seattle is home to a lot of great stuff, but I have to say, I think we have some of the best ice cream in the nation. And now there's a new shop pushing the envelope when it comes to ice cream ecstasy. In fact, it may make you feel a bit like a mad scientist. Refine's Carrie Brandenburg has the scoop on Cloud9 Creamery.
An ice cream shop at the mall. That doesn't sound too special. But add a little chemistry, and now you have my attention.
We wanted it to be just like an immersive experience plus ice cream.
Andrew Hagee opened Cloud9 Creamery at Westfield South Center in Tukwila with his partner Gino. They create ice cream on the spot, blasting it with liquid nitrogen from this 500-gallon tank.
Well, we use liquid nitrogen, so we flash freeze ice cream, so it's going to always be creamier. It's going to have more flavor.
Is it dangerous?
So with liquid is definitely dangerous, but we had a program created so we can actually automate our system. Ours is push a button, it does a recipe, you stand back, it creates it for you.
Very cool. Can you show me how we make one then? All right, let's do it.
Safety first, and a little science 101.
Do this.
Okay, so one thing cool about liquid nitrogen, obviously, it's negative 320 degrees, it's really cold. This concrete's going to be a lot warmer than negative 320 degrees, so you'll actually see, here we go.
Whoa! That was awesome!
Disclaimer, don't try this at home. And yes, I really am that easily amused.
Whoa! Science! Awesome!
Now it's time to start my tasty experiment. At Cloud9, you can make your own concoction or choose a signature dish, from the Cookie Monster to the banana cream pie that's actually infused with a real slice of pie. But today, I'm going with a pick-me-up, the caramel affogato that comes with a double shot of nitro coffee.
Oh, it comes up fast!
So now we're going to take this, we're going to add it into the base. That's our first shot of espresso.
Okay.
And then
First shot
of espresso. And then this one here is our Hawaiian salted caramel goes into it.
Yes, please.
Perfect. Okay, so now that we're finished, you're gonna make your first ice cream.
All right, let's do this.
So press that button right there. 5.
5?
Yep.
Woo! Oh my God! This is so cool! And it's cold.
It is. You feel how cold that is?
Yes.
Do 5 again. And then watch the liquid come out.
Wow. Ooh, look at that. I made ice cream.
You made ice cream.
All right, it's my science experiment. Put it to the test. Get it all.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Looks so good.
All of our signatures actually come with a caramel syringe.
Oh my God, even more
Right?
caramel. This is definitely the best tasting science experiment I've ever done. Who knew?
Do you have a favorite ice cream shop Refine should check out? Drop us a line at hello@SeattleRefined.com and let us know all about it. Seattle Refined is just getting started.
I love mountain biking!
Spring is just around the corner, and we found the perfect bike to hit the trail with. But first, high pressure on the set of super producer Shonda Rhimes' new show.
You want to do right by her. You know, you don't want to be like the dud.
We'll get a verdict from fresh young stars of For the People. That's next. Welcome back to the show. I'm Garth Swanson. Okay, I know I'm beating a dead horse here, but there are only a few days left for you to see the smash Tony Award-winning musical Hamilton. So if you can go, you must. The Tony Award-winning musical is playing through the 18th at Seattle's Paramount Theater. And you still have a chance to score $10 tickets through the Hamilton online ticket lottery. Don't throw away your shot. You can learn more on our website. One of television's biggest hit makers is back tonight with a brand new show on Como 4. The latest creation from super producer Shonda Rhimes is the legal drama For the People.
Assistant United States attorneys to the right, federal public defenders to the left. You can sit together if you like, but if I've learned anything after 27 years of doing this is that you don't like to sit together.
For the People follows the intersecting careers and love lives of lawyers working in federal court in the Big Apple. Of course, Shonda Rhimes is responsible for some of TV's most popular dramas, including Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, and How to Get Away with Murder. Seattle Refined's Britt Thorson got the scoop on tonight's premiere from two of the stars.
So congratulations on the show. I gotta tell you, Shondaland, oh my gosh, is that as big of a deal to you guys as it is to the rest of the world who hears Shonda Rhimes' name and is like fireworks?
It's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
We're happy to be a part of the world, and it's a really great creative team. She's known for putting together these types of, groups together who can make really cool content for network television. So to be a part of that world, it's an honor. It's a privilege.
Is there any extra pressure because it's Shonda?
No, you want to do right by her. You know, you don't want to be like the dud.
But I feel like you can't think about it. Otherwise, it would be too much pressure.
That's a good point. Yeah. So you just try not to think about it, but also knowing in the back of your mind that, like,
don't mess this up.
Exactly. Got to do right.
That's awesome. Tell me how the show is different from other legal procedurals. We see a lot of them on television. One could argue How to Get Away with Murder is one as well. How does this differentiate?
Well, How to Get Away with Murder really focuses on one case at a time. Whereas our show, it's looking at a case or two or three every single episode. So that's one way it's different.
It's more procedural, whereas like How to Get Away with Murder is like more of a serial series, I think.
Yeah.
But you know, you get to look at both sides of the law, and you get to learn about these characters, the prosecutors and the federal public defenders. You get to learn about these characters. More so, it's not necessarily focused on the cases, but how the cases affect these people who are put in the position to defend or prosecute.
Tell us a little bit about the women you two play.
I play Allison Adams, roommate to Sandra Bell. They're best friends. They met in college, and they're both public defenders. And they live together in Allison's apartment in the Upper East Side of New York City.
She's rich.
She's rich, which is so much fun to play, getting to put on all of these fancy clothes every day. And Allison loves her work, but is good at leaving it at work. She's good at coming home and just unwinding and having a glass of wine.
She's more fun than me. Sandra's suffering big time. She's, lives and breathes the work, and, she takes it home and can't live because she's just worried about these people that she's having to represent, and, what if something happens to them, and what if she's responsible? It's a lot to take on. It's a lot of pressure, and Sandra's not handling it very well. But, it's good for drama.
Do either of you two personally have a legal background at all?
Of course.
6 years of law school.
No, nothing.
No.
I barely finished high school. I tried to go to college. It didn't work out for me.
Me neither.
So we're actors. We're artists.
We're very much acting.
And we're struggling to make it happen. No, we're not. We're so good in this show.
We are. We worked really hard. We both have researchers and people that we talk to. The whole cast does. And
we know what we're doing, okay? We know what we're doing.
Well, we're really excited, you guys. We're all going to be watching it tonight. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me, and good luck on the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thanks, Britt. For the People airs tonight at 10 right here on Como. I know what I'll be watching tonight. Coming up, a tavern where everyone has an axe to grind. Plus, a bike you can carry around like a briefcase when we come back.
Welcome back to Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. Spring is just a week away, and I don't know about you, but I am ready. And one of my favorite things about spring is getting outdoors, and especially hitting the hiking and biking trails. And now it's more convenient than ever to go from work to wheels, thanks to a sweet ride from our sponsor, Flat Bike Inc.
I love mountain biking!
When it comes to mountain biking, Seattle riders are spoiled. Washington State has some of the biggest trails around and one of the biggest mountain biking communities in the country.
There's an estimated 300,000 to 350,000 mountain bikers in the Puget Sound area alone.
Evergreen Mountain Bike Alliance is a driving force behind what makes the sport so great in Seattle. Yvonne is the woman in charge, and she knows her stuff.
We're the largest statewide organization for mountain bikers in the nation. We run an education program. As you can see here today, we've got kids playing in the background.
We didn't think mountain biking could get any better in Seattle until we heard about the Change Bike. Check it out. The mountain bike folds up, fits into any car, and doesn't need a bike rack. But does it live up to the hype? Refined asked Yvonne to try it out.
So you think this holds up to standard mountain bikes that are out there and ride similarly? How do you feel about the
there's a reliability test for mountain bikes, and basically if it's got that stamp of approval, that means it has been beaten to death in tests and it's gotten that certification. This is the only folding bike in the world that's achieved that
meets that standard. Well, there are jumps in this park, so we'll put it to the test and try it out.
Yvonne and a friend headed to Duthie Hill Park in Issaquah to see what the Change Bike can really do.
Let's go ride.
All right, let's make it happen. Tara, isn't this trail so fun?
This is really fun.
I love these bumps. Super fun, Tara.
Such a good time.
Such a great ride. The bikes are great. If you are sitting in or living in an apartment, you're renting, you don't have a garage, you don't have a rack on your car, and you just want to try the sport and come out to a beautiful place like this, a ride like this will do just fine.
There's definitely the wow factor. I mean, something coming, pulling apart that actually works on the trail is really fun. And it's really convenient, which is great. Being able to just carry it with one hand, put it together easily, and come out and enjoy this. We have a lot of really great parks in this area that you can ride in, and some of us don't have a lot of space, so it's nice. You can fit everything in the car.
To learn more about Flat Bike Inc., Change Bikes, or Evergreen Mountain Bike Alliance, head to SeattleRefined.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. You know what? I'm a pretty decent employee, but I have to admit, every now and again, my boss tells me he has an axe to grind with me. That really used to hurt my feelings, but after seeing this story from Dan Riscone, it doesn't anymore.
Mark Floyd thought his son was crazy when he first came to him with a business idea a year and a half ago. Something about an axe and a target.
It's not gonna work, who's gonna pay to throw an axe?
But Braden,
I'm like, this is the coolest thing ever,
was convinced it would work.
Thank you very much.
It all started when he saw this YouTube video with Game of Thrones actor Jason Momoa.
And he takes a sip of his beer and he goes,
I like beer and throwing tomahawk.
And he turns around and he hits a bullseye. We should try this out. So he shows me the video. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of cool. Hop first.
Braden and his dad decided to build their own target.
So we build a target in the back of his workshop. It's all set up, it looks cool.
At first, it didn't work.
Throw an axe at it. Nothing. We threw it, and we threw it, and we threw it, and we threw it, and we threw it. And finally, I'm done.
Then they switched to a larger axe.
Pick it up, and I'm like, this is an axe. So I come back to the shop, and dead on, sticks, first throw. And I'm like, that's what I'm talking about.
From that, the social axe throwing business was born in Ogden. And now they've just opened up their second location, this one in Salt Lake City, along with the Floyds.
So one day he walks in and he goes, I got to talk to you about something.
There is Steve Lister, the third owner.
What are you talking about? Like axe throwing, really?
Who also needed a little convincing before he signed on. All it took was one throw.
It stuck the first time. I was like, are you kidding me? I'm in.
And you say it to anybody and they're like, you do what? Axe throwing.
But for some reason, once customers try, they are hooked. That's why the crowds are beginning to show up.
I think that's why we've taken off. It's such a crazy idea in the first place, and people always want the new and the hottest thing to go and try and find.
All right, they tell me all you need to do is throw once and you're hooked. We'll try it out. This is my first time.
We go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Nice.
It's stuck. Hey, that is fun. A new kind of social experience.
You can do it. Put your axe into it.
A little taste of adventure, danger, skill, and craziness. So what do you think? This is the future of dart throwing?
Definitely. The difference is the sound. There's a heck of a lot more laughter. There's a heck of a lot more screaming and yelling. And there's a lot of camaraderie.
All right, that's going to do it for today's show. I'm Gert Swanson. Have a good one, everybody. We'll see you next time right here on Seattle Refined.